Hello, my little Fantasians. This is Stephanie here with another review. Again, it's kids songs related. I am going to share some of my views and interests on the kids song series. So, what is basically kids songs? Well, a series created by Grammy award-winning producers. That's what the cover says on my favorite kids songs collection. Yup. Grammy-winning producers are Michael Lloyd, Carol Rosenstein, and the late Bruce Gowers. Yup, he is the late father of Sean Gowers and Brian Rosenstein. Yup, Sean and Brian appeared in Kid Songs Ride the Roller Coaster and very silly songs. So let's talk about who Michael Lloyd is. He is an American record producer, author, musician, singer-songwriter, and a music arranger. Yup, that's who I'm talking about. He wrote music for so many TV shows and movies, and one of them is the Kidsongs franchise. Yes, he collaborated with his wife, Patty Ann Warble, now Patty Lloyd, and his two children are Jenny Litton and Debbie Litton. Yup, she is the elder sister of Chris Litton. And his son is Michael Lloyd Jr. Let's talk about what music programmers in the Kid Songs series he used. Yamaha DX7, Lin LM1, EMU Emulator 2, Oberheim DMX, the Lin Drum, Simmons SDSV, Lin 900, the Roland TR-808 drum machine, the Roland MT32, the Roland D50, the EMU Proteus series, the Oberheim DX drum machine, the Roland R8 drum machine, Korg M1, Alesis HR16, the Roland U220, the Kurzweil K2000, the Roland JV1080, and the Roland SR JV80 orchestral expansion board. Yup, that's what he used. Now let's talk about my favorite Kid Songs videos. Are you ready? Now I'm going to tell you what my favorite Kid Songs videos are. They are A Day at Old MacDonald's Farm, I'd Like to Teach the World to Sing, Cars, Boats, Trains, and Planes, Sing Out America, What I Want to Be, The Wonderful World of Sports, A Day at the Circus, Very Silly Songs, Play Along Songs, If We Could Talk to the Animals, Let's Put on a Show, I Can Dance, and Meet the Biggles. You know, these are just some of my favorites because they got those good old sing-along hits. Now let me tell you my favorite songs from the franchise. Well, in no particular order. That is by video and in chronological order. A Day at Old MacDonald's Farm, Old MacDonald Had a Farm. I'd Like to Teach the World to Sing, Funiculi Funicula, London Bridge, and Frere Jacques. Good Night Sleep Tight, The Park Medley. Cars, Boats, Trains, and Planes, The Daylight Train, Row Your Boat, and I've Got Wheels. Sing Out America, Yankee Doodle Dandy, and Grand Old Flag. A Day with the Animals, Bingo, The Wanderer, and Harmony. What I Want to Be? I Wanna Be a Fireman. Because of the Woman Kid, The Wonderful World of Sports, You Know That You Can Do It. A Day at the Circus, If You're Happy and You Know It. A Day at Camp, The Campfire Medley. Ride the Roller Coaster, Little Deuce Coupe, and We're Gonna Get Wet. Very Silly Songs, Down by the Bay, and The Farmyard Song, credited as Fiddle ID in the Kid Songs world. We Wish You a Merry Christmas, Deck the Halls. Oh, and speaking of Deck the Halls, Merry Christmas in July, everybody. Play Along Songs, Join the Band. If We Could Talk to the Animals, The Namesake Song, Over in the Meadow, and The Farmer in the Dell. Country Sing-Along, Buffalo Gals, you know, the traditional American folk song and not Malcolm McLaren's pop song. Boppin' with the Biggles, Alley Cat, and Little Red Caboose. Let's Put on a Show, Give My Regards to Broadway. Baby Animal Songs, A, You're Adorable. I Can Dance, Charleston, and Barefootin'. I Can Do It, Button Up Your Overcoat. Billy's Birthday, Jump, Jump, Turn Around, Start Again. Meet the Bagels, The Sidewalks of New York, Let's Be Silly, and Tarara Boom Da. And my favorite songs? Well, the songs that have the overdubs of them recorded in 1991, thanks to producer Michael Lloyd. You know, even though I wish I could be a Kidsongs kid, I'd rather just watch Kidsongs on VHS, TV, and online. You know, I am more of a Kidsongs fan than a Kidsongs kid. You know, let me tell you that my mum bought me the Viewmaster Kid Vision and Sony Wonder original VHSs, the 12 songbooks and cassettes, the 9 CDs, and of course, my favorite Kidsongs collection. You can find that in the first episode of my reviews series. Oh, and speaking of music albums, I uploaded the Kidsongs albums on archive, including special soundtrack exclusive songs and all of my VHS recordings of the Kidsongs series via videotape and my Panasonic recorder. You gotta believe me, I have all the original first edition VHS tapes. If you like Kidsongs, go watch the series, and let me tell you about some of my good friends who love Kidsongs. Daniel Celano, Lyric Rogers, Zachary Hildebrandt, and Hosea Jackson. And of course myself, I do like Kidsongs too. Kidsongs is the original predecessor of Laugh and Learn, which is the Fisher-Price equivalent of Hack Palmer songs. This one and Schoolhouse Rock all rolled into one. I really find this series to be very enjoyable. Even though I'm a young at heart, you know, I will always love Kidsongs. That's all I got for you today. If you like Kidsongs, go listen and watch the Kidsongs. Toodles!